for that one particular muscle. And that's the key. It's learning what your body's doing. So what we're going to be doing with the muscles that we have here, we're actually going to be learning body awareness, learning intention. When you come into a situation, oh Larry, can you please lay down for a moment, since you're already here. Once you meet a person and meet the body, let's say, let's screw the client out together. Once you come in contact with anybody, the way you approach that person, the way you do anything, is the way the body is going to respond to you. So if you walk in and your intention is to fix this person, the body's instantly going to protect against you. No matter what you do, it's almost like me walking up to a random stranger like Mike here and going in for a big fat hug with a little chicken in the oil. You know, he doesn't know me. He doesn't know me. He's gonna be like, yo, what are you doing? You know, that's what happens, you know. The body fights you. So if you go in and say, all right, I need to get this hamstring to be right here because this is where it's supposed to be, you know, the body's gonna fight you every step of the way. So what you need to do is actually know the person. You know what you know and where this person's at. You know, because that's very important. So your intention is majority of people's issues. Because they go in and they know, all right, this needs to be way up here. But as soon as I picked up his leg, it did a number like that. You know, he started helping me already. Because one, his body already sees, all right, I'm going to bring it all the way up here. And then I can just hold this. There we go. There we go. So as we start to go through, his body's actually protecting already. So he can't go up that far because his body doesn't want to. So I have to understand I can't fix anyone. The body's going to fix everything. I'm not doing anything. I'm just guiding it in the right direction. And that's so important that you understand that you're just guiding it in the direction that you want it to go. You're not fixing anything. So the more you think about, I need to fix this, I need to fix this, the more you're going to come into a problem. Oh, it's taken. Alright, so, you know the little game, tap your head and rub your belly, or rub your belly, tap your head? This is what we do consistently when we stretch. So everyone, tap their belly or rub their head. Which one everybody wants to do? Rub your belly, tap your head.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Now, that's a multifaceted stretch. That's like your body has to focus on so many things. Now I want you to switch hands.
Ooh, sorry.
Did it get harder?
Yes.
Now we're still doing the same stretch on a different body part. Now we're going to add it up by doing that and jump on one foot. Now you see how everyone's having a hard time with that. That's the traditional stretch. What people do is they try to do so many things at once just because they're lack for time. So they try to squeeze in as many body parts as possible. It's just jumping on tapping one thing and then trying to jump up, trying to do some cat in the hat stuff. It doesn't really work because your body has to focus on so many different things. So the more you slow that down and focus on one thing, your body does it clearly and understands, and it will talk to you so much faster. That's another humongous key. So by focusing on one muscle at a time, having a clear thought and a clear intention, your body's already starting to walk with you. It's already saying, oh, I have no problem with you, let's run, let's go. And then you move faster and faster and faster and faster because you're only doing things on its terms, you're not doing it on your terms. So no more stretching like this. This focus on so many different things. So many people do things like this, go through this. Those are good stretches, but your body has to focus on so many different things and correct so many different things that you're not getting a clear picture on what you want the body to do. So one muscle at a time. Next.
By one muscle, are you talking about like quads? Are you talking about group-wise? Or are you talking about like...
Group-wise, yes. Right. Let's talk about group-wise. We have billions and billions of muscles. Yeah. So if we focus on one thing at a time, which would be absolutely amazing, but it'll just take you forever. So if you focus on one muscle group, it'll just be about clearing the quads. Not about clearing the quads and, the front part of your body. Like if you're doing things like this. Those just, clear up all this. But then, on the opposite side, your body has to protect the whole back side. Especially if you can't do a number like that. Anyway, I'm sorry, I got off again. 3 hours, yes. I've heard some ridiculous things like that because everyone's body is different. And that's why there's so many different thought processes, because everybody has a Golgi tendon apparatus. And that's what those timelines are trying to exhaust. Everyone's trying to exhaust their body so they can go further. And what that does is stop your body's protection mechanism, and that's why so many people get hurt during stretching. Because now the Golgi tendon apparatus that stops the muscle from lengthening is exhausted, and then you lengthen it too far, and pop, you get a pop. You know, this is what we need to correct. So by holding it for 3 seconds, you never have that Golgi tendon apparatus function in the first place. So now it's just a natural movement. And now we're actually getting the body just to do this, rather than just protect. So what happens is, as we go through, the body protects. And you see how the rubber band is just shaking? Then we hold it, and we hold it, and wait till it stops, and then it's just fighting for dear life. It's almost like that, a person with a really big bust, and you see that button just holding for dear life. Oh my God, let me go! And then eventually it just pops, you know? So that's what happens here. You lengthen, you just force it, and you just, all right, breathe through it. It's okay, it's hurting, but it's okay, it's supposed to hurt. That's another thing, stretching is never supposed to hurt. You just wait till that muscle tendon just starts to give and starts to get tired, and eventually it pops. You know, eventually it might not be that 1 minute, it might be when you're just walking. It's those magical moments where I was just walking, and it just gave. You know, you exhausted it so much during your stretching that a natural reaction, like walking or bending over, happens a lot. People will bend over something just gives. You know, because muscle tissue is just all sorts of out of whack. But by exhausting that, you just set yourself up for an injury later. So what we're going to do is never have that turn on. So your body is just thinking it's a natural movement. And it's a nice, smooth movement. And it's not so jarring. You know, it's not like that. Okay? So those are the 3 basic things that everyone should follow. And by doing those, you'll learn how to listen to your body. You'll learn exactly what your body's going to be doing, and your body's going to be giving you. Now, I'm going to give you some guidelines. So, wait, any questions about the 3 rules? All right, so everything needs to be stabilized. When you do a stretch, always have to stabilize a movable object. So if you go through any stretch whatsoever, whether it be a hip or upper body stretch, you have to stabilize it, or else your body's going to compensate for it. So what I want everyone to do, we showed this on the YouTube video, that you want to stabilize the shoulders. Either hold your elbows here, your wrist here, or think about holding really, really heavy grocery bags and having your shoulders locked down. So whatever one you want to do, do.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Just looking. Alright, so already, by stabilizing this, you should already feel somewhat of a stretch in your neck. In the top part of your shoulders here, around the neck through here. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Good. So you're already, majority of the way is you're in your stretch already. So now all we're going to do is think ear a little bit to the shoulder. And you see how that stretches down the whole entire side of your elbow, your ear to your shoulder.
I'm not really feeling it though.
Where are you
feeling
feeling it?
I'm feeling more so back in here, but that's just because I'm ridiculous.
Hold your bags. Now go.
See if I'm like, I feel like I'm going too far.
Okay, so you're already aware that you're going too far. You just need to understand that this is where you got to go. So, for instance, stop your head. I want you to point to the floor. Point. Don't look down. Just point. Keep on pointing. You see how it's already stretching to your ear already?
Yeah.
So there you go. That's your stretch. That's how tight you are, that you can point to the floor, and this is your stretch. So this is not, I need to be able to touch my ear, because Patrick said ear to shoulder.
Yeah.
It's all...
I can't touch my elbows. Don't close.
You might go.
So what you want to do, folks, is it's just nice and easy. Everything's a small little movement when you stabilize things. So our stretch is literally ear to shoulder, but what a common mistake with clients is, they'll break their neck. You don't want to break your neck, because that's hitting completely different muscle tissue. You want to, again, stabilize down, and then ear to shoulder, but think top of the head pointing out. So once you do that, you'll start to see a fluid stretch all the way through, and she's perfect. Do you see how you can actually see all the muscle tissue all the way throughout her whole entire neck? She's stretching throughout the whole entire side of her neck. Yes? Thumbs back and straight back. And this is hitting everything through the whole entire chest.
I thought this was the Fresh Prince dance move.
Chris does it very, very well. So it's just here.
Yeah.
So it's just Chris does this very, very well. But it's just getting the whole entire pecs to open up. Now what people will do is they'll lock through here. they'll lock everything because this is the rowing exercise, and that's the body knows how to mimic things very well. So it's not just about going back here, because then you'll get locked here and you won't be able to move because your scapula is locked against your back. So what you want to do is, as you go out, you want to think forward, think about tracing the wall, thumbs back, and then you'll feel the traction all the way from the inside of your elbow all the way to your pecs.
Yeah.
So now you're opening your whole entire pecs. That's what you want, open the whole entire pecs.
So
Here, and then what you're going to do is think this action. You want to give yourself a hug and bring your shoulders down. And this is going to stretch your upper back through here. Again, 3-second hold. Let it out and relax. So here, try to grab as far as you possibly can. You can switch your arms forward, gets different angles in different areas of the same muscle tissue, and then straight down. Give yourself a hug. Love yourself, folks.
Still trying to set up straight there.
Depending on what you're looking for.
Here?
Yeah. Oh. You're going to point straight up, and then you're going to keep on pointing. We're going to use that stability to point up, and then you're going to start to feel that small stretch right down the side of your body. And then what you're going to do is start to point across your head. And instantly, once you get probably pointing straight up, you're going to get stretched all the way down your
Are
side.
you moving your torso as well, or are you trying to stay straight?
Just trying to stay straight, and you're just going through here. Now this is lat.
Oh, so we're just moving at the shoulder. We're not moving
Yep, you're not doing this. You're jumping the gun.
Okay.
So just through here, just lat. Through here.
Oh, check it out now.
Not pointing enough.
So shoulder square and
Still on my anterior delt.
Point, 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 keep on pointing, keep on pointing, keep on pointing. Now. You see how you
Reach for the sky.
lifting up with my arm.
You want to get this action. You want to lock here.
Like right here. Shoulder drop right here.
Yeah.
So what you want to do an Indian style. If you can sit Indian style. What we're going to do now is same activity here, and then you're going to roll forward. So point up, keep on trying to point forward. Be careful with this, Janelle. Right there, stop. That's your stretch. You see how you instantly held your breath? That's how much further, if you would have went any further, you would have hurt yourself. Back up. Just like that. So now we're getting erectors all the way to low back.
Do you want the client to retain the position of the hand, the hand in the back, or is that just for you?
I'm just doing this just to hold myself
What would
steady.
you have him do?
Do exactly what I'm doing, or
So do what you. That's what I'm
yeah,
asking.
but no, this is just for my comfort. Or you can do it here, and you could be doing the same thing.
Right. Okay. So that's not going to impede the stretch, though.
No, I'm just doing it because I like
I'm
it.
doing it.